All right, I want to talk about something that I have seen affecting very talented people from coming even close to accomplishing their goals. And it's not something I realized till I was much older in life right now, and that's mom guilt. I did not know how powerful mom guilt was. I did not know what a role it played in some of these women's lives. I'm sure that this would apply to dad guilt too. If you're a dad, I just haven't seen it affect men the same way I've seen it affect women, and so that's why we're focusing on mom guilt. I'm not a mom, so I don't know what it's like to feel it, but man, I see the consequences of it and the effects of it, and I feel for those people. If you're a mom and you're listening to this, I had no idea what you were going through, and probably many others don't either. So please give us some patience when it comes to not understanding or not having empathy. Mom guilt is this idea that if you're doing anything other than something for your kids, that you are wrong. And this is a big problem, okay? Because, and here's why I'm commenting on it even though I'm not a mom. I might be in a better position to comment on mom guilt as someone who's not a mom because I'm objective. You're in the middle of the forest hacking your way through the trees of these emotions. Well, I'm kind of standing up on the mountaintop looking at you and seeing how it doesn't have to be that hard. Because I have a mom and I was a kid at one time. And what I remember is that I was not resentful that my mom was going to night school, but she felt horrible about it. Not one time do I remember thinking, I never get a home-cooked meal. I didn't get one every night, but it was kind of fun sometimes eating top ramen or hamburgers or something like that, macaroni and cheese. Kids don't mind that. I remember my mom feeling incredibly guilty when she started working. And I remember thinking, wow, like my mom's kind of a bad, you know what, that she's working this job and everyone's saying really good things about her. And moms, here's what I want you to understand. The kid, when I'm the child and I'm watching my mom promote from teacher to program coordinator to vice principal to principal, what we're thinking is, I come from that stock. I'm made of the same stuff as that. I'm expecting now to get promoted when I get a job. But I didn't go into it thinking promotions just happened because I watched how hard my mom worked. She was a beast. What I thought was, that's how we work. When I go to work, I should be doing what she's doing. That's where I come from, okay? Like, you identify very strongly with your parents. If you're a kid and you're watching your parents on welfare sitting around not working, it's not a surprise that most of those kids end up doing the same thing. They're being trained, this is how we are. This is what our family does. This is where you come from. This is who you are. When you're a working mom, I want you to remember that your kids are watching the grind that you are going through, whether that's getting a real estate license, a loan license, working 2 jobs, going to school while working a job, whatever you're doing. They may have moments when they want you there, brief moments, okay? But that doesn't mean that that's all that they are thinking. They know what you're doing, and it's incredibly inspiring to them at a subconscious level, all right? So just remember, there's little eyes that are watching you. They're not watching you with nearly as much judgment as you think. It's much more of an inspirational thing, and you are training them, hey, when you get older, you're gonna do this too. This is our work ethic. This is how we do things in our family. And you're making the path easier for them than it was for you. And that should be very gratifying as well. So those that are struggling with mom guilt, I would say you have to overcome that. And what's riding on that is even more than someone who doesn't have kids. It's so much more important that you overcome it and you get to a point where you are being successful because there's people watching you, as opposed to someone like me who I don't really have kids watching me. Maybe just an audience from social media or something like that. So be encouraged. Understand that mom guilt will always fight with you, but you should have a guilt that's stronger about not succeeding. You should be much more worried about that than, oh, I have kids, I'm not supposed to be doing anything else. Like, kids are okay. They've got aunts, they've got uncles, they've got cousins, they've got another parent sometimes, they've got friends, they've got many things that will get them through. What's most important is the example that you are setting for them, and don't let mom guilt get in the way of that.